All right, welcome to Amira's birthday episode, y'all.
Oh, it's your birthday?
Yes,
I had not heard yet.
Yeah.
I got to pick the movie. It's called The Endless.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah,
Some of the guys that made VHS made this movie.
You did
It's
say
not
that.
at all like VHS.
There's a lot of tapes in it, though.
There is tapes.
there
There
are a
are
lot
tapes
of tapes
found.
and photos, Polaroids.
Not a single Faith No More tape.
This is a, you don't know at the beginning, but we're just going to go ahead and say this is a time loop movie.
Yeah, it's like Looper.
Looper, like
Without
that
Bruce
one,
Willis.
that one episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. That's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one, where they're playing poker.
Yeah. Episode of Futurama, too.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
not too
also-
familiar with the Looper genre, apparently.
Time loops.
Time looping.
You just get looped in time.
You got time travel, you got time looping.
Just die and repeat over and over. Tom Cruise.
But it's also a movie about brotherhood,
Is
the
it?
desire to escape society. Yeah,
Squeezing
brotherhood.
fingers.
I don't think that's on camera.
I feel like these brothers just kind of hate each other.
They do.
One of them
So it
said,
works.
They're hating your
"Absolute
brother,
loser."
yeah.
They hated
Oh,
your brother.
yeah.
I'm not ever paying $260.
And happy birthday, Amira.
Happy birthday, Amira. And also not paying your brother.
But yeah, this is two brothers that escape from a cult, and the one brother's like, "This life sucks. We're poor and we live in an apartment in California.
Can't get a job.
Can't get a
getting
credit
More
card.
and more bills in the mail.
They
Yeah.
can't just work. It sucks."
Yeah.
I remember when we were lived in this sweet commune, and
Yeah.
all we did was hang out and eat good food all day.
Yeah.
And
Made
he's like,
beer.
we can't get girls because we always accidentally tell them we used to be in a cult.
Which is unrealistic because girls love crazy like Netflix.
Yeah, they love
serial
that
killers and
shit.
stuff. So
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a podcast.
Like,
Oh my god,
yeah.
are you traumatized?
You're so interesting now. I could maybe fix you.
Yeah. Younger brother's like this loser dork. Older brother's also
Older loser dork.
older loser dork who's controlling. The only thing he has going for him is that he can control his younger brother.
And his narcissism, yeah.
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 See, I was very confused with the tape
Yeah, so they get a tape
at first.
from the cult
Yeah.
that they left like 10 years ago or something. And the younger brother is like, "Oh, I remember the good old days. I want to go back." So he convinces his brother to go back with him.
Well, and the tape says we're going to the Ascension.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to ascend.
So they're like, okay,
Yeah.
what's going on? So they go back, and it's like
Yeah.
once they get back, everybody's the same.
Right.
Everything's the same.
Nobody's aged. They're acting the same. Got the same weird shit they do.
Yeah.
Everybody
Magic
has a
tricks.
hobby.
Yeah, magic tricks and trying to solve an equation that it can't solve.
One
They-
girl's drawing pictures all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mentally ill woman, yeah.
They do this weird thing late in the night. All the group gets together outside by the campfire, and then
It's called The Struggle.
they have this fucking rope
Yes.
out that just goes
Yeah.
out into the desert. And when they start pulling on it, it's like pulling out. It's going up into the sky.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to, what did the guy say? It's like, this is you.
It represents struggle.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, like
in all
struggle
your-
to overcome
Overcoming your
flaws or
your
something.
stuff, your addictions, and this and that. And some, they pull. Some of them can pull back. The one brother, it gets ripped out of his hands and it cuts
Skeptical
his hand.
brother.
Yeah, skeptical older brother.
Yeah. So it's
Uh,
like playing tug of war with whatever force is on this mountain.
But yeah, they start to run into weird things happening, time loop stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Time loops.
Yeah, time loops. You got white shirt guy who's just smiling with his fanny pack. You got old man Jesus that looks like he knows some things,
Yeah.
smoking his pipe.
Yeah, my favorite
Yeah.
part is what Angry Carl is his name. You see him storming around angrily running around.
Oh yeah,
He finally finds his little shack, and he finds him he opens the door and the guy's just hanging. He hanged himself. But then he turns around and the guy walks into the door like
Same guy.
just ranting at
Time
him.
loop, Kenny Power.
Yeah, and so literally the guy just explains everything right there.
This
He's
is
like,
what's going on.
man, you're in a fucking time loop. Everything sucks. If you don't kill yourself, it'll kill you. And he's like pointing up at the sky, you know.
Kill you in a worse way than you
Yeah,
can
it'll
think of.
suck even more. He's just like, go get me a gun. I need a gun.
I need a gun. Here's this map, this shittily drawn map.
Yeah, he's like, you gotta get out. You gotta get out.
Yeah.
I just want a gun. And when he finally gets it, he's like, oh yeah, great. Shoots himself, and he's like, shit.
Wakes back up immediately, yeah. So you find out there's like just all these people in different little bubbles, and they all
Or
die.
different
They all
time
the
loops,
little
yeah.
links of
Different
time
links. Yeah, but
kill
the
themselves. So.
cult that they were in is like the longest loop.
Yeah,
What I see,
Yeah.
every 10 years or something?
yeah.
I'm still confused with the kids, how they made it out, though.
Yeah, they don't really explain how they got out.
How the kids, because they got out, like, the loop hadn't repeated between that 10 years that they
Oh,
You have
okay.
to repeat
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
so
you have to repeat it
they're like spreading rumors to the media. So it kind of led me to believe that this cult had been around for a long ass time. That's where old bearded Jesus and his old Tommy clothes came in.
It has. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
more people
More people
come in at
get
different
edited.
times
Right.
and get stuck. Yeah.
You know, these kids get out.
All right, so things you like, things you didn't like. What do you think? Things that stood out to you.
I wanted to see, like, cult orgy.
It is kind of a staple.
Yeah, if you're going to have a cult,
Oh, well, he's out there
Or-
spreading the rumors that they're all castrated.
Right.
Like,
he's like,
The one guy, the
we
older
should-
brother lied to his younger brother,
Yeah,
saying they
to
were
get him out,
castrated.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Either orgy or horrible murder. We don't really get horrible murder either. People do act creepy and weird, but it's
Yeah.
just they're just fucking crazy because they've been in this loop a long
yeah,
time.
Well,
it's
and there
it's
were,
no
like-
Midsummer.
Yeah, no.
Midsummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that. No.
Horrible murders happen off screen. You can hear them.
they kind of
Yeah.
imply
The thing I like is the Polaroids that start showing up,
Yeah.
and they figure out that this alien entity or whatever it is literally watching them taking pictures of shit it likes, and it's and it sometimes it'll show them, oh, here's the picture of you,
Yeah.
or here's the thing it noticed, or it's trying to tell it something.
It is odd that it can generate these forms of photography throughout the years.
Yeah,
that it just
or
knows
hard
that.
drives.
Yes.
It buries a hard drive that they
Old-ass
find.
hard drive.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, with
Videotapes.
meth head Mark.
yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
like
that
that,
guy
yeah.
was chained to the wall.
I'm just
My friend's a drug
You
addict.
got
Yeah.
any drugs on you by chance?
I'll
You
just,
know,
I'll just do it with you. Drugs or crack. Whichever you got.
whatever you got.
That guy's. So it's like the two friends, the chained up drug addict, and then the dude that chained him up. And when he was talking about their loop, and the main character guy was like, "How long you been here?" The dude was like, "Well, I thought we would get out once I got this guy sober or something."
Yeah.
like it's
So-
Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now there's
There's
a
something.
time. loop.
Yes.
And
But yeah.
it links up to, and you tell that he's been there longer because before they meet the drug addict,
Oh,
and
you're right.
you meet his wife, and he's like, "Well, they said my husband disappeared here, and these people said they would help find my husband." And she's just fucking crying. She's losing her
She's
shit.
stuck there.
She's stuck there because she went there to go find her husband, who tried to chain up his drug addict friend.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of all just.
Yeah, it seems like the drug addict guy had been stuck in his loop longer too.
So I think
before
the
other
moral
guy
of
got
this movie is don't go helping people because you're just going to get stuck doing it over and over again.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just start enabling.
Can I
Yeah,
borrow
yeah.
260 bucks?
Time loop.
Yeah, if we're time looping.
Let's make some stupid bets. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because also a lot of the people at the top of the mountain, like there was that girl that did the drawings, and she was like, I was in a mental hospital down the road, and then I like stumbled into this place. Like, it seems like that main guy who's like the priest equation
Yeah.
solving guy out of everybody. It's like he like takes in all these confused, needy people, and then
Yeah.
they get stuck. I don't know.
Well, he was like a true believer. That guy.
That
he
was
the
actually
one
an
guy.
allegory for my dating life. Like,
Well, that guy said he wasn't the leader. He just talks the most.
Yeah.
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 But
Yeah.
he tells them all what it's about, or something.
But he.
I don't know.
But he's the like all these other, a lot of these people are like, this thing sucks and I want to leave. That guy was he really believed in
Yeah, he's
whatever.
like, this is amazing.
He worshipped
It's
a god basically.
Yeah.
Like he was all into it. So.
well, that you have this this kind of magician that's doing card tricks and talking about 1 million hours.
Yep.
Mm.
If you spend 1 million
Which
hours,
is the thing is that the saying's actually 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
But he upped it to 1 million because maybe he's been doing it a while.
For fucking
Yeah.
too long.
He's been doing it a
Yeah.
while.
Because was it 10,000 hours? If you do like 30 minutes a day,
Mm.
then you'll master it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured 1 million hours. I compared 1 million hours to what I've spent drumming, and it was like, I'm fucking way behind. I'm not mastering that anytime
Yeah, I don't know
soon.
if anybody gets 1 million hours.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But yeah, I like the alien communicating through photos. I liked the just like how the nature looked and stuff, and the way it was filmed.
The
that
desert was
Yeah.
cool.
The weird blur that would happen on the camera when you're like going between the bubbles.
lens. Yeah.
Because
Oh,
you
and
don't know what that is at first.
they do explain why you don't get to see the alien. Because he's like, maybe it's because he's in colors that we can't perceive,
Oh yeah,
is what it is.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they got behind that budget. Like, we can't make an alien just yet.
Right. Yeah. Let's just make it invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the brothers got out, the older brother, like, they were like telling the media and stuff all about, oh, there's this awful cult. One of the things that the older brother said was that they're like a suicide cult, and they all commit suicide. And you kind of figure out what's going on with that, like why he says that.
In retrospect, you're
They
right.
literally
right, because-
are committing suicide. A lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some of them more than others.
Yeah.
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 And that was the thing, is he shows up and they all... For me, what I enjoyed about this movie is that I didn't realize it was a time loop style film.
Yeah.
So when he comes back and he's like, you guys look great, you guys look like you haven't aged a day. And you find out later it's because they really haven't.
It's because clean living.
Plain living.
Clean living.
Well, I was like, homemade beer, homemade tobacco, hell
Play
yeah.
beer, go out fishing.
This whole film, this cult seems just like totally chill.
Yeah.
Shooting arrows, playing board games, no
You know,
screens,
killing yourself
No
and then waking up the
screens,
next
yeah.
morning, like, yeah.
no
Blue
screen
light.
time,
Blue
no
light.
no social media.
Yeah.
No
Really did. It
technology.
seemed great.
Even the alien just uses an old ass type camera.
Yeah. Polaroid camera. Yeah.
And Windows 98 hard drives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Let's go scores.
Yep.
Nick, why don't you go first?
I thought it was a 5.
Wow.
Okay.
Like I said,
Yay.
yeah, and maybe it was because I don't see the films the same way you guys do.
Yeah.
But watching it, it's like I had no idea what I was going into.
Yeah.
And everything kind of, by the time the movie was over, I had kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I knew what to expect, and it was like, these people are obviously in a time loop. It was just like, it was very schizophrenic.
Yeah.
It was very kind of fucking wild, and it all worked out. I thought it was a really good movie. I didn't really think about too much about like the acting or the action or anything like that. It was just a good movie.
Yeah.
Patrick, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 4. It was a good what's going on movie. I want to try to figure this movie out throughout the movie. I enjoy those from time to time, and it's got a weird alien in it, but that you can't see. I would have gave it a 5 if there was a cult orgy. There was only one set of boobs within 10 minutes of the movie, and it was the 2 buildings that they drive by.
It was a grain
That they point
silo.
out, yeah. Like, oh, there's the boobs. But yeah, 4 for me. 4 for me. It's a good movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 3. It's okay. Like I was telling Amira, I feel like this movie was smarter than what they were actually able to write.
The movie was too smart for them.
Yeah, I think so. It's just like if you're gonna make a time loop movie, you either got to be really smart or really simple. Like Groundhog Day is simple. The setup. He wakes up every morning,
restarts. He
restarts,
something different.
and he figures out he's got to improve himself.
Yep.
It's a simple thing. There are other time loop movies that are very complicated, but the way it's done is actually very intricate and interesting. This one, to me, was not that. It was okay, but it's like, oh, we figured out there are time loops and people are stuck in it. Well, we just got to run away. But I didn't really feel hooked by the whole thing. I did like the invisible alien thing at first. Like it was under the water at one point in the pond, or when they saw shit like a tree fall over here. That was kind of fun. But then I didn't really feel like I feel like they should have taken it further. It felt like a TV movie a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit too safe. Give us, if it's going to be a scary movie, give us more gore or something, or some more horror. Make it a little bit scarier.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to be too smart. They're trying to be smart with it, but it's not. They're not as smart enough to make it that smart. So I thought it was fine. I was into it, but I think there was a lot of room to make it better.
Did they explain like how some of them kind of regain their memories back? Did we just all assume that they just get it back after a certain period?
Yeah, they didn't
I
explain
feel like
it.
it's just like they figure it out after some amount of time.
Yeah.
But then even
The 5-second person was like, don't come here. Get out.
I would give it a 4 too. When I first watched this movie, it was a long time ago before I was colluded by these guys and their super gory movies. So when I first saw this, I was like super scared about what was going on, and like any remote insinuation of fucking violence, I was like, oh my god, but now watching it, since my mind has been destroyed by the movies y'all picked, I was like, where's the... Like at one point, Nick was like, there were two people fighting or like arguing, and Nick was like, just hit him! And that's what I was thinking. Somebody hit somebody.
What you called it? The San Francisco...
Passive aggressive.
Like San Francisco conflict or something.
Yeah, San Francisco conflict.
Yeah, it was just like, somebody fight. Let me see somebody's bloody fucking getting hit in the face. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you have left to lose? You're stuck in this loop. You do whatever you want at this point.
Yeah, so it wasn't as...
people be losing their shit.
It wasn't as, like, disturbing to watch as I remembered it being the first time. Which is something I was anticipating. But I really like how it was filmed. I like the alien thing. I like the alien with the Polaroids, dropping the Polaroids down. I think that could have been developed more too. But I also think there are maybe some more things that you could sit and think about this movie. Like try to figure out how everything connects, or what the messages are, or whatever. So I give it a 4.
There it is.
There it is.
No more popcorn, Amira edition. Shout out to me.